Hi guys! So today we are on day 6, however I should have done it yesterday, but let me explain. I had to work Sunday morning at 7 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, and I had to be up at 7 in the morning. And I don't know if anyone else has this, but when I have to wake up really early, I tend to stay up all night thinking about how I have to wake up early. So that's what happened, and I went to bed, and I was in bed, but I was still awake all night. And so when I went to work, after I was done work, I finished in the afternoon, and when I was done, I just went home, and I immediately fell asleep because I was exhausted. So I didn't end up doing the exercise yesterday. I know, shame, but I'm doing it today, which actually does kind of... I was day 7, which would ideally be tonight or tomorrow if I move it to tomorrow, is about watching the sunset or the sunrise. So I'm thinking of watching the sunrise tomorrow morning. Or if I don't do that, because I'm a little bit of a lazy bum in the morning, if I don't end up doing that, I'm going to do day 8 instead of day 7 tomorrow. And then I'll just figure out a time when it's best for me to do the day 7 where I have to watch the sunrise. But today, so we are on day 6 of Wicca, A Year and a Day Training by Timothy Roderick. So day 6 is all about Wicca and shamanism. Shamanism. That's actually a harder word to say out loud than to think it. So, in case people don't know what a shaman is, it is, by Google's definition, a person regarded as having access to and influence in the world of good and evil spirits, especially among some people of Northern Asia and North America. Typically, such people enter a trance state during a ritual and practice divination and healing. Divination and healing. So, and according to the chapter, some shamans, a hallmark of the shaman experience include, and this comes straight from the book, 1. A traumatic incident such as a near-death experience, lucid dreams, visions, or near-psychotic breaks mentioned previously, which you'd have to buy the book to read, which typically occurs in childhood. 2. A close relationship with nature. 3. Demonstration of natural psychic, magical, or healing abilities. 4, the ability to spontaneously move between the worlds of physical and non-physical reality. This usually entails extended periods of disorientation, included either by trance, drumming, dancing, or psychoactive herbs. And number 5, the ability to understand the underlying spiritual or energetic nature of all things, both animate and inanimate. 6, the ability to receive intuitive messages, whether in the form of words, images, or sensations from both seeing and unseen sources. Next one, the ability to harness spiritual powers. And the very last, the ability to cause change through unseen or magical means. And that is a shaman. And then they actually mention what a madman is. So a madman can possess these qualities as well, but the difference between a shaman and a madman is a shaman can still snap back into the physical realm of reality here around us, the physical form right here of reality, but the madman, after he kind of goes off into his spiritual we want to call it spiritual some sort of other dimension or a spiritual realm, he doesn't come back. So when I think of that, I think of people in mental institutions where they're in a different world. They're off somewhere else mentally. It says right here, a madman cannot maintain balance, nor can he or she perceive a difference between physical and spiritual realities. The madman cannot come back to everyday reality and function effectively within the community. When mad, an individual lacks stability in work and relationships with other people and in state of minds. Okay, so that's the difference between a shaman and a madman. Now today's questions are: 1. Describe in your own Describe in writing your own calling to the witch's path. Take note of which of the shamanic hallmarks describe your own experience, which is the stuff I just read that describes a shaman. And question number 2, we all have characteristics of both the shaman and the madman. In what ways are you a shaman, and in what ways are you a madman or woman? So I really had to think about what made me a madwoman. I think sometimes people perceive what I'm talking about when I can go off into like a spiritual realm. I think people think I'm crazy because they don't experience it themselves. So reading this chapter made me feel a little, relatable. It makes me feel like I'm not alone, that I'm not crazy. So I'm sure a lot of other people are like that as well. I do have some of these traits. Of course, I've had traumatic incidences when I was a child. I have a very close relationship with nature. I took an interest and studied and got certified in Reiki, and I'm attuned to Reiki, and the witch's path has always been around me. I've just never grabbed it and took off with it until, recently. So I'm sure if you're reading this book, because you already have an interest in the path anyway, so if you're reading this book, you're most likely you do demonstrate some of these hallmarks. So anyway, take some time, journal your experiences, what you think are your shaman and madman qualities, and I hope you have a great day 6. And again, I'm sorry I didn't post yesterday, but life happens, and life can make you tired, so I don't know if I'm going to do day 7 tomorrow. It depends if I can wake up at good time. If I can't, I'm going to do day 9, day 8, which is about meditation. Okay. So tomorrow I'm either going to watch the sunrise in the morning. If I can't, I'm just going to do meditation. And then try to do day 7 on day 8, if that makes any sense. Alright, my friends. Have a great night. Love and light. Peace out.